Hi, this is Netta Laurene from SmackDown, and you're listening to Freeform Rock Podcast.
You are listening to the Freeform Rock Podcast with Mark Alden Taylor.
All right, howdy there, boy, howdy people. This is Mark Alden Taylor with the Freeform Rock Podcast, and with me, as always, is the irrepressible. Don't burn your risotto. Would you burn your risotto or something? That's funny. Yeah, man. So how's it going, Lee? What's going on? Twilly D. Hey, yeah, you better take that bus and transit system lately. I heard they're gonna start cutting back on that shit where you're at. Yeah, good. And sure. I'm just joking, man. So what? I got the new AC/DC album. Have you heard the new AC/DC album, Power Up? It sounds like AC/DC, and it's really good. Yeah, it's AC/DC. The song the Mist of Time is a little different for them, but it works. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Hey, so this week I picked up America's only rock and roll magazine, Creem. You know, the Boy Howdy. It's their 50th anniversary. Came with a bumper sticker and everything. It's freaking cool. But they put in like classic articles in here, like on the Rolling Stones review, Exile on Main Street, the New York Dolls, Greatest Hits Volume 1. They had a thing on Kiss by Jan Uzinski. Shows him dressed up in the makeup with them. Says, I dreamed I was on stage with Kiss in my maiden form bra. It's a classic article. And it's got Led Zeppelin. Robert Plant thinks, I think I will go to Kashmir one day when some great change hits me and I have to really go away and think about my future as a man. and they're known for their letters, like the people, it has things 1978 to 86, the new wave music where they talk about shit. Oh, they have mail from there too. Ooh, I should read some of the shit. But I want to read some of the mail from, it's just how people are. It's like blabbermouth comments. If you know blabbermouth, you go into the comment section, and it's freaking very attacking, and, well, they attack in these things. I'm just reading the funny ones, not the good, not the ones that are slathered in our asses. Let's see. I had it, but I started looking. Here we go. Like this one right here. Let's see. November 1972, Lester mashed notes. Dear Creem to Lester Banks, now you did it. You fucking put down the Stones. Well, it takes a hell of a lot of nerve to do that. So Exile on Main Street is loud, rocking mush for an indiscriminate audience? That's news to me. You also said Dave Allman's Love Sculpture version of Hip Shake fucking cuts the Stones. You can go to hell. And now because you don't like the album, you think the Stones are decaying away? I say fuck you before you put down the Stones again. Think first. Devoted Stones freak, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You like Exile on Main Street, or do you? Yeah. See, I'm looking for something else out here. It says, oh, Dear Creem, why do you persist on publishing such drivel as your piece of hipless Patti Smith? I suggest you stay away from such incestuous New York tripe and stay with things more tasteful like the Revolution or Radical Lesbians, Take Up Karate, or biodegradable Kotex syndrome. Yours, Paula Stevens, Sugarmuck, Michigan. Sugar Tuck, Michigan. It's funny. And then here's another one. Dear Creem, please cancel the subscription for Holly Beale to your sick magazine. You and your kind should be pitied for polluting the minds of the youth. The post office has been notified not to deliver this filth to our home. May God help you before it's too late. Miss Oliver Connett, Dallas, Texas. Too late for what, Ed? I guess. It's funny. And then, where's that one I want to... okay, I'm going to read one more, and then I'm going to save some of these for the later podcast because they have different eras of the letters. I don't want to waste them all in one podcast. Here, I'll just do this one. Dear Creem, being in importance as I stand and not wishing to jeopardize my office, I would like to go on record as saying, you may quote, Grand Funk is the best motherfucking group around with one badass guitarist. It says, Alice Cooper smells, eats, and sounds like shit, number 2. Number 3, MC5 are fags. Number 4, Michael P. Jagger can't sing worth fuck. Carole King makes me want to whip off. Number 6, Brian Wilson can't even read music. Number 7, The Who are great. Number 8, Steppenwolf is better than The Who. Number 9, Pete Townsend plays some fantastic lead. Number 10, Glenn Buxton, don't know what a guitar looks like. 11, Creem is bullshit and rag. Thanks a lot, I really appreciate it. General B. Napoleon, Dwight Fry Memorial Hospital Ward, number 9, room 14. All right. No, they actually are real letters, dude. I watched the documentary on there. It was freaking good. So next time the next podcast I'll read some from the 70s and 80s, the new wave, and see what those fuckers say. But that's pretty interesting, man. Maybe I'll read some of the article from the Stones. It's a pretty good magazine, man. I miss Creem. In the documentary, they said they were like the non-political Rolling Stone. You know, they just cared about music. They didn't care about fucking politics that Rolling Stone was pushing back then. And they said they'd say fuck Rolling Stone, you know. They hated it. All right, man. So today we're doing my pick, Jefferson Starship's modern times. I don't know why I said modern times twice, and why did I lose my space? So. All right, man. This album was released April 2nd, 1981. Was recorded at the Record Plant, Los Angeles, and Sausalito. Modern Times is the 6th album by Jefferson Starship and was released in 1981. Grace Slick appeared on this album after a 3-year absence. She returned near the end of the recording sessions to provide backing vocals on some tracks as well as lead vocals on the single Stranger as a duet with lead singer Mickey Thomas. Although not appearing in the band picture on the gatefold cover, she is listed on the back cover of the LP with the credit introducing Grace Slick. And her picture is on the lyric sleeve with the note Grace Slick, courtesy of Grace Slick. She joined the band officially for the 1981 tour. MTV debuted in 1981 and was for the first Jefferson Starship album to have a promotional music videos. It was the first album to feature the charting single on the mainstream rock tracks chart, which premiered earlier in the year. The single Find Your Way Back reached number 3 on the mainstream rock chart. So Lee, how did you hear about this album or get into this album? I was watching MTV, yeah. I didn't get MTV to 1984, but that's when I started seeing videos for like songs from like Jane. I think they played Live Jane or something, and I heard Find Your Way Back. The Stranger video was in like heavy rotation still because I didn't have many videos back then. It was a pretty cool, and I go, man, I like this group. And then I heard Jane, and I go, fuck, that's awesome. You know, I was just looking at the discography here. Winds of Change. I never heard of that album. Oh, it's the first studio album produced after Grace Slick rejoined the band as a full member. Ashley Dunbar plays drums on the album, was replaced by Donnie Baldwin on the supporting tour. The album reached 26. I didn't know this. They had 2 top 40 singles, Be My Lady and In the Fall and Winds of Change in the winter of 1983. I never heard of this album, dude. And David Freeberg's in the new version of Jefferson Starship, so he's on his albums too. Remember I showed you them? They're touring with that weird chick that just bounces around doing the Grace Slick shit. This is weird because I went from Modern Times and then skipped Winds of Change and got into Nuclear Furniture. I never heard of this album. Fuck, I gotta listen to it now. Yeah, Mickey was singing lead on that too, and Grace Slick was fully back. I thought she came back fully on Nuclear Furniture. God, I feel stupid. I need to listen to that album now, Lee. Maybe we'll review it because that's probably a lost album by them. Okay, well, let's see if we like it. But yeah, I got in this album on MTV and stuff like that, and I love Mickey Thomas's voice, and I guess people will hate me for this, but I love the song "We Built This City" when they turn into Starship. I like Sarah. I like their version of "Rock Myself to Sleep" by Helix. You know, I think it's a good pop album. It's not really a rock album, but it's a good album because I like the singing. And I like Craig, if I could say his name, Chakiko or something. He's one of my... He's like a jazz guitarist now. Yeah, well, if it's jazz, it's not rock. Unless it's jazz fusion rock, like we did with Sting. Um, uh, all right, well let's get into this song album. I mean, then we get into the first track, "Find Your Way Back," written by Craig. What do you think about this one? I actually love this song. It's a perfect ballad, but it rocks your face off. Craig kicking ass, a guitar, and Mickey's voice rules. And a sing-along chorus. Find your way back. Bum, 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 bum. Find your way back to her heart. I love it. Classic song with killer riffs and musicality, man. This song rules. What a great way to start the album. And I have a question for you, because I'm looking at the songwriting here. Why is Pete's wife writing a lot of the songs and Pete isn't writing any songs? She's not even in the band and she's writing the lyrics and he's writing the music. It's weird. She, yeah. All right. So then we get into the next song, which you picked, Stranger. So here's Stranger by Jefferson, not Airplane, Starship on the Freeform Rock Podcast. That was Stranger. Why'd you pick that track, Lee? Oh my god, this is a fucking great song, dude. It's like, I think this is a song that got me into them when I was watching the video. And also, a little story about this. My mom went out of town or something, went somewhere, and I was at her friend's house, and they put me in a back room, and they had a record player with records there. And this is one of the records they had. And I sat there, and I listened to it. And that's how I really got in the album before MTV. I remember listening to this album. And also he had, which I need to get, is David Bowie's Scary Monsters. I really dug that album too as a kid. So, and they had Led Zeppelin, Physical Graffiti, and that's how I got it. I just started listening to their records, their vinyl. And I hope I didn't scratch them because I was stupid back then. But I dug the... I always put them in the covers now. I changed the covers. I got new plastic inner sleeves for them so they don't get static on them. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And no. Well, I take them out of the paper sleeves. If you notice, when you have it in a paper sleeve, they stick. You hear static. All right, man. Let me get into my review of Stranger. Yeah. This was written by Jeanette Sears, music by Pete Sears. Love the drums and the bass. They start this song, and then Craig comes in with the singing guitar. This song is so atmospheric, and Mickey and Grace sound amazing together. Their voices blend so good. Great song. One of the best of all time by this band, in my opinion. I can love it. And then we get to the next song, Wild Eyes, which is written by Paul Kantner, music by Kantner. What do you think about this one? Yeah, this sounds like a throwback to the old Airplane. You could hear Paul singing in the background, gang vocals. Wild lyrics. And what the hell does even telepathic children need to eat their vegetables mean? I don't know, but it sounds like Paul was on some good acid. Even telepathic children need to eat their vegetables. Oh man, have you seen Grace Slick's daughter with Paul, China? She's pretty hot. She was when she was on MTV. I think she's still hot though. Yeah, I like this song and it's cool. It's not their best on here. I just the lyrics. I was like, even telepathic children need to eat their vegetables. I go, what the fuck? It is, but it's like it throws you off. It's a song about Wild Eyes, Angel, and all of a sudden this lyric comes out of nowhere. Even telepathic children need to eat their vegetables, and I go, oh my god. I was like. You should do lyrics on ingredients to your rice. I'm joking. Risotto. I'm joking. All right. And then if you have the cassette or vinyl, we have the final song on side one, Save Your Love. And why spoiler alert. Why are the best songs on this album written by Jeanette and Pete? I have no idea. Save Your Love. What do you think about this? This is one of the songs you picked, Lee. So here's Save Your Love by Jefferson Starship on the Freeform Rock Podcast. That was Save Your Love. Why did you pick this track, Lee? I have spoken. What are you, Wolfgang Van Halen? Did you see what he wrote when somebody's asked him, when somebody tweeted his thing about, no, he won't do any Van Halen songs on his solo stuff? And he said, I have spoken. This is the way. I was like laughing. Yeah, that's like from, if you probably don't watch The Mandalorian. It's on Disney. It's a Star Wars series. It's pretty damn good, but that's where he's getting those lines from. Save Your Love, dude. This is, like I said, Stranger was written by the same people, Jeanette Sears and Pete Sears. This fucking song is Save Your Love is one of the best fucking solos ever by Craig. And it's a fucking great song, too. This has to be the best Jefferson Starship song ever. At least for me. Man, such a perfect song. Harmonies, music, vocally, and Craig rules with this solo on this song. An overall guitarist, he is so underrated. He rules. And Jeanette and Pete can write fucking songs, man. Fucking A. I gotta go check on the Starship album. I think she wrote some songs with Pete on that album, too. I know it wasn't We Built This City. You know, they consider that song like the worst song in rock and roll history. But it's played everywhere still. I like it. My mom liked it. We saw this. We saw them on tour with this album at Pacific Amphitheater, and the outfield opened for them. If you know the outfield, it was a pretty good show. They played a lot of Airplane and Jefferson Starship, so it was really good. But they're wearing those funky '80s colorful clothes on stage, though, like on the album cover. And then we flip this bitch over and get to the next song, which was written by Katner, and the only song that Mickey Thomas had anything to do with lyrics, Modern Times, which you picked. So here's Modern Times by Jefferson Starship on the Freeform Rock Podcast.
Oh,
Modern Times. Why'd you pick this song, Lee? Didn't we review Dragonfly? Yep. I liked that album, didn't I? I think I did. Modern Times. Gang vocals on this song. It's a cool song. I just love Mickey so much. Wish he had more lead on this one. I do love when Paul sings his little quips. You know, Paul Kantner. He has little quips in this song. You know. And then Craig's lead rules. Good song, man. Fucking Craig, man. I wish he'd do a rock album again. Fucking he rules so good. Yeah, a lot of people who play guitar in the music groups we're in really dig Craig, you know. Pip. You know, jazz is an American form of music, right? But Americans don't go pip pip. That's English people. And people who did jazz drink whiskey. Come on, get it right. All right, man. Then we get to the next song, which is Mary. What'd you think of this one? Yeah, and Jeanette cheated on Pete with this one because she wrote it with Chiquito. And he wrote the music and the lyrics with her. Mary. This is a cool song. It's a rocker. Mickey can sing, man. I love this song. Very catchy. And that fucking chorus, I will never marry Mary, stayed in my head for days, dude. It's still in my head. Fucking, it's like, I never thought anybody would come up with a lyric saying, I'll never marry Mary. That's fucking genius if you think about it. That stays in your head. It's catchy. It's catchy as fuck, and when you want to let it go, it won't go away. It's like fucking I'm too sexy. Fucking, but this song's way better than I'm too sexy. This song is too sexy for I'm too sexy. Okay. You should get a dog, Lee. You should get a cat to go with your cat curtains. Well, cats will. Duh. Cats are bitches. They want to get loved all the time, man. They'll sit on your lap while you're drinking. And then we get to the next song, Free. What'd you think about this one? When I just realized I said Ansley Dunbar's name, I called him Ashley. It's Ansley. So I just wanted to correct that right now. Alright, well, I correct my shit. I think this is a jam. I love this song. It kicks ass. And Craig kicks ass on this song, man. Yeah, it's cool. It's weird how my 3 favorite songs on this album are written by Jeanette and Pete. And here's another one. Alien, that you didn't pick. So I picked it. So here's Alien by Jefferson Starship on the Freeform Rock Podcast.
through you. I can hear you too. I can feel you touch my mind. Did they fit your face in ancient times? Or were they talking about you in the Celtic rhymes? Can I just reach out, pull back the shroud? Would you let me hold you? Would you be
Okay, that was Alien. What'd you think about that song, Lee? I think this is a well structured, like a progressive rock song. This sounds like a progressive rock song to me. I fucking love the piano break and the pounding bass, and Mickey sounds so good, and when Grace blends with him is also radical. Great song. Well, I didn't give you an opinion on what classic rock album you don't know or progressive rock album you don't know, because I don't know what you don't know, because you know a lot. You get it? I don't think... Did anybody give you any music on that? But I knew you knew of it, see? Well, I told you last week to go listen to Spock's Beard. And you know Mystery, so... Alright, well there's two prog groups for you right there. Alright, and then we get to the last song on the album, Stairway to Cleveland, but let me give you a little synopsis of how this song got made. The song Stairway to Cleveland was inspired by a harsh review that Rolling Stone had given the album Freedom at Point Zero, inspiring Paul to wrap lyrics around the phrase he had heard from Paul Warren, "Fuck you, we do what we want." So what do you think about this song, Lee? I don't think it's a great song, and I think they should have ended it with Alien. Maybe made it an 8-song album, or moved this up a little bit, because I think Alien, maybe Mary, would have been a better ending for this album. But I do like at the end where Mickey goes, "Fuck you, we do what we want." You know, that's fucking cool, though. And I agreed with you. It's not that good of a song. So why are you bitching at me? you You should say, "Don't burn the risotto, Mr. Poopy Pants," and "Fuck you, I do it what I want, what Lee wants." I got Mr. Poopy Pants from the Naked Gun movie. If you guys know that movie. Well, that was our review of Jefferson's Starship's Modern Times, which is almost a perfect song if you take out track 9. Paul Katner's voice is a little weird to me. It always has, but I like it when he sings with other people. It does this little quips. So we got on lead guitar, Craig Chakiko. Lead guitar, rhythm guitar, synthesizer, and Find Your Way Back, Mary and Free. Steel drums on Mary. Ansley Dunsbar, drums, percussion, marimba on Mary, synthesizer on Free. David Freeberg, vocals, bass on Find Your Way Back, piano on Stranger, synthesizer on Stranger, and Modern Times. Organ on Wild Eyes. Paul Katner, vocals, rhythm guitar. Oberheim 8, voice, synthesizer on Stairway to Cleveland. Pete Sears, bass on all tracks except Find Your Way Back. Piano on Find Your Way Back, Wild Eyes, Save Your Love, and Alien synthesizer on Stranger, Save Your Love, and Alien and Moog on Alien. Mickey Thomas just does lead vocals. Grace Slick, duet with Mickey Thomas on Stranger, vocals on Wild Eyes, Alien, Save Your Love, and Stairway to Cleveland. And this was produced by the great Ron Nevison. A lot of people say he sucks, but he's made a lot of albums I like. So, heads up. I know he. Did you like the Heart comeback album, Heart with What About Love? Did you like that album? He produced that one. Yeah, I didn't. These Dreams got burned out on me, but I like that album. I like. You didn't like The Wolf? Yeah, she's the rhythm guitarist. Yeah, that's Nancy Wilson. And also, you didn't like the song If Looks Could Kill? If looks could kill, you'd be crying on the floor. You'd be begging me, please, please, baby, don't hurt me no more. Yeah, well, that's... With my shirt tucked in with like melons on my breast, so I look like a woman for you. No, and a wig. All right, but this was. And this was also engineered by Mike Klink. You know Mike Klink, he produced Whitesnake, Triumph, Guns N' Roses, Megadeth, Motley Crue, UFO, Strangers in the Night, Jefferson Starship, The Babies, Heart, Eddie Money, and many others. Well, fuck, he was the engineer on this album, dude. This is like an all-star producer-engineer combo here who went on to do his own stuff. So that was our review, and then we get to our tracks of the week. Which I picked. Toto, Hold the Line. That's what? That means you don't like it, right? It's the review. And then you... Steve Lukather is a bitchin' guitar player, though. Fucking radical guitar player, man. And Jeff Porcaro was a great drummer, man. Rip to Jeff. Rest in peace, Jeff. And then you did Stephen Stills, one of my favorite Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young guys. I think him and Neil Young are my favorite. And the other two, and Nothing to Do But Today. Great song. I liked it, Lee. I like Stephen Stills. He has more of a harder edge than than Nash and Crosby. Nash and Crosby are like a adult alternative adult music to me. I would like to do a Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young review too, and a Neil Young review of something. I love Neil Young. My wife hates him now, but I fucking love him. And then we get... Yes. It's Wine Eater. Old man, take a look at my life. He's a lot like you. I'm not doing it right. I don't. I do Axl Rose better. I could just do that. Let's see. I used to do a little, but a little when it does a little got mow, mow, wow. Just keep trying to get a little better, said a little better than before, wow. Wow, 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 wow. You should make a song called This Is Lee, I'm going wow, wow, wow. I always give you 2 likes. Alright, so, and then we end with your track called Getting Dressed. Why did you pick this song? Because you were drunk and you didn't want to get dressed? Yeah, man, this I don't know. Well, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, but I my train of thought went away. Fucking whiskey. Yeah, like what? Yeah, I liked Getting Dressed. I think I gave you a thumbs up. Yeah, I always give you a thumbs up, even if I don't. No, I'm joking. I always give you a thumbs up if I like it. So if you're a little, sometimes you get a little artsy fartsy for me though. And go dumb. You're gonna make me sing Nirvana. I think I'm dumb. I'm joking. I'm going to give people some shout outs because I like it. That proves that they're listening to the show and they get back to me. Thanks for the shout out. So I'm going to give another shout out to Brian Davis of Damn Good Movie Memories on podcast. And also he does the Bad Beat on that metal station. And I know he always listens, but let's test some other people on here. I'm going to give a shout out to my brother Terrence Reardon and his podcast and YouTube page, Terrence Reardon and Friends. And also, I don't think they listen, but Aaron Camaro said he'd be on their show with us one day. Is the Decibel Geek with Chris Sinzak and Aaron Camaro. And Ralph Vieira, we don't talk, but let's see if he tells you if he listens. Hey, Ralph, what's up? On the Vieira Vault, check him out. And also check out my friend who was on our podcast, Eric RMCP. Whatever, Rock and Metal Combat Podcast. Check him out. He'll be on the Vieira Vault doing Kiss Destroyer album with the Mighty Bill Wang, which I know never listens. So I'll just say shout out to those guys and give a shout out to all my podcast brothers and sisters out there, man. Be good to each other. Don't be a jerk about other people's podcasts. Promote each other and be good humans. And also, I know you're listening because you're recording the Lee Gershman podcast show. Check out the Lee Gershman podcast show. We know we got cameras in your house, so we know if you're listening. Especially Lee. He's got his little spies around you, so be careful and listen to his podcast or he'll call you out. You're not. And a shout out to Paul Korn. Fucking love that dude. And is he... I fucking forgot. We're going to do Led Zeppelin Presence with, I think, him. I don't know. Is it? I don't remember. We were talking about it. You were with us on that one. I think it was him. I'm fucking up. If I fucked up, whoever's doing Led Zeppelin presents with us, it's the whiskey. That's it, man. We're rambling on. We're gonna sing our song, and Lee's gonna say goodbye. Bye, y'all.
It's not in the way you say you care.
stop to say, just quietly slip away. Know myself, it's the only way. I got nothing to do but today, yeah. You're confusing me with somebody else. I'm not so easy to deceive. I'm a blues man. I know where to leave. I got
You have just listened to the Freeform Rock Podcast. All music played on the Freeform Rock Podcast belongs to its owner. If you like it, go out and buy it. Get your music on Amazon, iTunes, or at your local record store. Support what you love. Support the artist by seeing them live. Purchase their music. The Freeform Rock Podcast is not affiliated with any of the artists or music that we play. Thank you for listening to the Freeform Rock Podcast. We'll see you on the next episode. Until next time, stay free and rock on.